Maccabi. Once again, we are your usual duo at Donesk.
Edum Safi.
We are so excited, guys, to welcome you to Champions League's night. So it's been a minute. So we've been waiting for it. We saw the draw. The draw came out, and clearly, as you can see on your screen, those were all the groups, the way the draw was done. But now tonight, being on a Tuesday, we start the first matches of the Uefa Champions League 2022-2023. Pogba, how are you excited on a scale of 1 to 10?
10 over 10.
10
This
over
is the
10.
Champions League. There is no any other league bigger than this.
Bigger than this one, yeah? So as we start, we want to first of all say congratulations to last season's winners, who are
Real Madrid.
And of course, again, we also want to say congratulations to men's player of the year, who was
Karim Benzema.
Coach of the year was
Carlo Ancelotti.
So and also congratulations. It was a nice season for Real Madrid. They won the finals against which team?
Liverpool.
Liverpool,
who said they will be back again, breathing fire. So we expect a lot from this Champions League this season.
Yeah, so guys, the way it was exciting last season, so I believe this season it's also going to be fire, a big season for the Champions League. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
So guys, so we will jump straight to it, but before we even start, we want you to appreciate on your screen there the list of all the teams that have ever won the UEFA Champions League. So as you can see on your screen, of course, in the last decade, you can see how Real Madrid have dominated. So 2016, 17, 15, these people, they did a treble. But it is what it is, guys. So just appreciate the images on your screen. It is what it is. So let's jump to it, straight to it. The first match on Tuesday, we are not going to be in order, but we are going to analyze all the matches and give you our straight up thoughts and predictions. Straight to it. So the first game which we want to tackle will be Dynamo Zagreb versus Chelsea. So of course Chelsea will be traveling to Croatia, and on your screen you can see the squad which has traveled to Croatia, the Chelsea squad which has traveled to Croatia. So Pogba, straight to it. So the champions of Croatia League, Dynamo Zagreb, meeting a struggling Chelsea so far, though a Chelsea that has did some signings ready to mend their mistakes. So take me through. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, Chelsea are ready to mend their mistakes, but is Mendy ready? I don't know. Mendy, the Chelsea squad, Mendy has been not impressing me recently. Back to the Premier League, we saw his form has not been good recently, but I hope Chelsea will be fine. Meeting Dynamo Zagreb from Croatia. You see, this is, remember we've always been telling you in the Champions League, there is no a team which you can undermine. So now that Dynamo Zagreb will be at home, this is going to be fire. I think I'm giving it to Dynamo Zagreb 2-1.
2-1 in favor of Dynamo Zagreb.
The home team, that is.
This is going to be a very big fixture, crazy fixture. Chelsea being in Croatia. Of course, when you look at their group, it seems like a group whereby Chelsea have an advantage. But as Pogba said, this is Champions League.
Definitely.
So all things notwithstanding, it's a league of the champions.
Yeah.
So in this game, we also saw Aubameyang traveled with the squad, Fofana traveled with the squad. So the squad is tight, as you can see. The squad is well set up. So I feel like Chelsea are going to this game knowing that they want to also correct some mistakes which they have been doing in the Premier League. And the last weekend, by the way, Chelsea won 2-1, though out of a controversial late equalizer from West Ham, which was cancelled by the VAR. So this time round, they need to make it right and win it cleanly. So this is a game whereby I feel like it's not going to be a big win for Chelsea in Croatia. So I'm giving it to Chelsea to win by 1-0. So I believe that Sterling will be on the score sheet tonight.
Okay. Dortmund against Copenhagen.
Dortmund versus Copenhagen. So a German team versus Copenhagen. Denmark team. So for some reasons, Copenhagen have not been doing well this season up to now. So, in fact, they are within the relegation zone as we speak right now, though it's still early in the season.
Definitely.
So they're going to meet Dortmund, a team which also has been performing not bad, but they've been doing well. So I feel like it's going to be a big game if you ask me. But as usual, we all know that this time round we are not going to have Dortmund with their usual talisman, Haaland. So Haaland clearly is in another league right now. He's in Manchester City. Then they also bought Sebastian Haller, whom unfortunately still cannot be able to play because of the medical condition which he has. But all the best, we wish you quick recovery. So on this, I think I'm going straight up to give it to the Germans, Dortmund. Dortmund to win this game by 3-1.
Dortmund still 3-1. I think I support it.
So let's go to Salzburg versus Milan.
Salzburg versus AC Milan. That's where Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Though he's out right now.
Though he's out. But guys, look at your screen, check your screen right now. That's the squad, the comprehensive squad of AC Milan, which actually have traveled to Germany to face Salzburg, right? So Pogba, what do you think?
Well, Salzburg against AC Milan. Of course, you know I'm a Milan guy, but now since it's a Champions League and I think this will deliver the first draw this Tuesday Champions League football. So 1-1.
1-1. Yeah? I feel like there is a new boy in Milan by the name of Leao. So the front has Leao, it has Giroud, and of course crazy front line. Then of course they bought a player from Chelsea. Why am I forgetting? Anyway, Giroud. So I feel like AC Milan, they are well set and they are ready to go. They have been doing well in their league. Remember last weekend they also won the Milan derby. They won by 3-2 against Inter Milan. It was a nice game, by the way. I watched it. Giroud scored, but it is what it is. Leao also scored. So this is a game whereby, guys, I'm giving Milan an opportunity to win by 1-0.
A goal?
Just a goal.
Celtic against Real Madrid. Celtic from Scotland against Real Madrid, of course, no need for introduction. You all know
the defending champions.
The defending champions, the all-time highest numbers of Champions League football. Actually, this one, Real Madrid right now, those people are just them in their own world.
Sure.
So believe you me, Celtic will be hammered. 3-0.
Wow. Real Madrid sold Casemiro to Manchester United, but they got Tchouaméni. The boy is sensational. Of course, Vinicius Jr. doing his own things. The best player, the person who is the front liner in contention for carrying the Ballon d'Or this season, Karim Benzema, sensational. So he will still be scoring. So if you're playing fantasy, UEFA Champions League fantasy, please, this is the type of striker you don't want to miss in your squad. But in this game, the champions of Scotland versus the champions of UEFA Champions League and also the champions of Spain, when they meet, I feel like Real Madrid, this is a sure bet for me. So I'm going to give it to Real Madrid to dominate this game and to come out victorious. 3-0.
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
3-0.
3-0.
So we agree on 3-0.
We agree on that.
RB Leipzig against Shakhtar
Donesk.
RB Leipzig, this has been my favorite actually. I don't know why. Timo Werner. Nkunku. So actually this one just RB Leipzig all the way in, all the way out. 4-0.
I'm seeing a surprise here. I'm seeing a draw. I'm seeing a 2-2 draw here. Shakhtar is not a small team. Shakhtar has an experience in the Champions League, though they always tend to be shaky a little bit. But tonight being the introduction of this game, I feel like a 2-2 game will work. Though I feel like Timo Werner and Nkunku, as usual. Nkunku did well last season in the Champions League. So this season too, I feel like it's going to be his season. So yeah, 2-2.
For those asking where is it from, it's from Austria, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's from Austria for those asking for Shakhtar Donetsk. Sevilla against, of course, Erling Haaland, Man City. So Haaland is back, but in a different color. So Sevilla versus Man City. Man City will be traveling to Spain.
Sevilla. Anytime Sevilla has met Man City has emerged victorious, coincidentally. Last weekend I watched the game. I watched Sevilla playing against Barcelona. They lost that game 3-0, though they gave a lot of space for Real Madrid to be able to counter. Dembele was making a lot of runs on the flanks and actually being dangerous, but it is what it is. So this is a game whereby without fear of contradiction, I feel like the Eric Lamella's team, you guys, poleni sana. This game is going straight to Manchester City. Haaland, the Champions League boy, he's coming back to once again continue with his impressive goal scoring form. Remember, he has 10 goals in the Premier League, and he's hungry for more goals. So give Haaland 2 goals tonight, and this game will end by 3-1.
It will be a massive game. 3-1 in favor of Man City. Of course, Haaland with the most goals in the 3 goals. So we have PSG against Juve. Now this one is another big game at Parc des Princes.
Parc des Princes.
Yeah, they'll be welcoming Juventus, the boys from Juve, from Turin.
Wow. Guys, anytime you see these 3 boys on your screen, that is Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi. It's crazy. Both guys, I think they have scored 7 goals with crazy assists along their belt. Neymar is back on form. He's doing what we used to see him perform, especially when he was in Barcelona. Messi, of course, the king of assists as we speak right now. Mbappe also doing his thing. So this team, my friend, I'm not actually scared in your Juventus, but I know you also have Vlahovic. But this game, it's crazy. And while we are on this game, we want to wish Paul Pogba all the best because we know, of course, he won't be playing. He's made a decision that he wants to go for surgery on his knee. So we are wishing you all the best as you undergo that surgery. Hopefully it will be done soon as possible and you'll recover before the World Cup begins, because maybe it might take 60 days for you to recover. The World Cup is around the corner, but all the best, Mr. Pogba. But back to this game. This is a game whereby I feel like PSG has a point to prove. They've been having points to prove. They want to carry this Champions League. This is a season whereby they will have to make a big statement. They have big players. They have players who are equal to the task. Donnarumma and Keylor Navas, you people decide who you want to be on the post. Kimpembe and Co. Make sure that defense line is solid. But at the end of the day, without flinching, at Prince the Parc des Princes, I feel like PSG are going to have a feast on this. So remember the last time they met, Juventus won 3-2, but this time it's a revenge mission. So I feel like it's going to be a 3-1.
Well, for me, PSG in the Champions League, they've not had luck, especially when they're at home. Last season, they did. They smashed Real Madrid by a goal to me, but this one is different. Juventus might win 1-1, if not 2-1 in favor of Juve. So 2-1 in favor of Juventus.
2-1 in favor of Juve.
The last match of today, Benfica against Maccabi Haifa.
Maccabi Haifa.
From Israel.
Israeli. So the Israelites are going to travel all the way to Portugal to face each other. So this is a game, currently as we speak, Benfica are on top of the table in their league, but they're in Portugal. And Maccabi Haifa, they are number 2 in their league. So both teams are doing fairly well, so we won't underestimate that. It's been a long time since we saw Maccabi Haifa in the Champions League. It's not a usual team which you find here, but now that they're here, it is official. Remember last time we had a surprise in Sheriff? Tiraspol. So I think this time also another surprise team is Maccabi Haifa. So the issue is, will they trample Benfica in this? My guess is they're going to be welcome to Champions League with at least 2-0.
Now this is where the surprise comes in. Maccabi Haifa will win this game 3-1. I think there'll be a threat for some reason. That's how I feel.
3-1. So guys, that is it. Champions League is back, so we are all excited. So thank you so much for being with us. Keep it the Gatekeepers TV. We will be giving you all the matches, comprehensive analysis, predictions as they come.